a radio show by the Voice of Stockton and Restore the Delta. This is the weekly radio show where we discuss everything Delta related: the environment, water management, water quality, farming, history and culture, public events, recreation, Delta food, and the arts. Tune into Delta Flows on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at KXVS Radio.
KXVS 92.1 coming soon. KXVS.
I don't speak right. All right. But yet I know what I'm talking about. Why can't we be friends? 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 I know you're waiting for the CIA. They wouldn't have you in the mafia. como piedra preciosa, como divina joya, valiosa de verla. Si mis ojos no me mienten, si mis ojos no me engañan, tu belleza es sin igual. Tuve una vez la ilusión de tener un amor que me hiciera valer. Luego que te vi, mujer, yo te pude querer con toditita mi alma. Eres la gema que Dios convirtiera en mujer para bien de mi vida. Por eso quise cantar y gritar que te quiero, mujer consentida. Por eso elevo mi voz, bendiciendo tu nombre y pidiéndote amor. Tener un amor que me hiciera valer. Luego que te vi, mujer, yo te pude querer con toditita mi alma. Eres la gema que Dios convirtiera en mujer para bien de mi vida. Por eso quise cantar y gritar que te quiero, mujer consentida. Por eso elevo mi voz, bendiciendo tu nombre y pidiéndote amor.
Hola, hola gente, bienvenidos aquí a KXVS 92.1 FM, la radio de la comunidad. Hey, thank you for tuning in to KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton. Yes, you are tuned into Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez right here off the Miracle Mile, your community radio station, KXVS. Later on, I'm going to have an interview, so don't you go away. It's going to be Carlos Lopez. He is an artist in this area, and let me tell you, for what I hear, he is very, very good. And he did a do-over for the mural of course, Our Lady de Guadalupe at St. Gertrude. So don't miss it.
They can make me bleed. Lips have me addicted to the poetry. Never really says my name, and it drives me crazy, cause I don't know if she feels the same. She likes to read some mystery and all she does. She laughs and says that I'm under her spell. Now I won't lie, I enjoy the ride, to pray it never ends. Fire, fire. She knows the way, spiritual
sabes que estoy a tus pies. La felicidad tiene tu nombre y tu piel. Contigo, mi vida, quiero vivir la vida y lo que me queda de vida. Quiero vivir contigo. Ya sabes, mi vida, estoy hasta el cuello por ti. Si sientes algo así, quiero que te quedes junto a mí. Contigo, mi vida, quiero vivir la vida y lo que me queda de vida. Quiero vivir contigo. Ya sabes, mi vida, estoy hasta el cuello por ti. Si sientes algo así, quiero que te quedes junto a mí.
When I was free, like an eagle soaring in the sky. Yeah, that was me, just an ordinary single guy. I made my mind up that I'd never fall in love again. But you opened up my heart and you just walked right in. What did I get myself into now? I went and fell in love with you. What did I get myself into now? Now I'm in trouble, 'cause I love you, girl. Well, I was free. I had nobody to answer to. Yeah, that was me. No regrets for anything that I do. Not a worry in the world when I was on my own. Suddenly I feel my life is headed for a danger zone. What did I get myself into now? I went and fell in love with you. What did I get myself into now? Now I'm in trouble, 'cause I love you, girl. Not a worry in the world when I was on my own. Suddenly I feel my life is headed for a danger zone. What did I get myself into now? I went and fell in love. What did I get myself into now? Whoa, what did I get myself into now? I went and fell in love.
And of course, that was done by Tierra. What did I get myself into now? The one before that was Shakira with Suerte, Whenever, Wherever. And then I had Santana with Bo Bice doing Brown Skin Girl, Tierra doing Gema, which was the salsa version, and then Café with Malo. I hope that you're enjoying KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton. You are in tune to Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez. Remember, I told you I was going to have somebody call me in because we were going to have an interview. And so I just want to know, Carlos, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Carlos?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Loud
I can hear you.
and clear. You are crisp. Okay, this works. This works. I'm enjoying this. All right, I noticed that some of our levels are just kind of on the low side. I'm going to have to bring them up a bit.
Yeah, if you can bring it up a little bit, that'd be
Okay.
great.
I'm doing my best over here so that way you can hear clear. And not only
Uh-huh.
that, but sometimes the audio, because whenever we do a live broadcast, sometimes it just doesn't work all that great. And then other times it's awesome, you know? Here you go. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm cleaning up. It looks to me like it's the gains where I just have to adjust somewhat. All right. If you can hear me loud and clear, then that's good, because I noticed you were telling me that I need to speak loud so
Yeah.
that way you can hear me. So,
Yeah.
good news. Of course, Carlos, your friend, he's such a sweetheart. He's the one that referred me to you, and he says, you know what, Betty? He's an awesome artist, and he's doing something awesome out there in the Stockton community. And I said, well, what is it? I want to know. So
Uh-huh.
he told me, of course, you know, that you have been working, I guess, a 3-month project, a do-over, on the mural of course, Our Lady de Guadalupe at St. Gertrude's Church, Catholic Church. Tell me, how did you get this job? Give me a little history of your background. Tell me how it went, and whereabouts is it today?
Okay. Well, I started painting as a kid. You know,
At what age?
I attend. Huh?
At what age?
Oh, about 8 years old.
8 years old.
At a-
Okay.
At a art class that was just on the weekends. You know, it was a very serious art class because we were taught perspective drawing,
Yes.
painting in oils, painting in watercolors, some sculpture, and you know, if the kids that came were not really artistic, they couldn't hang. They couldn't sit. You know, it was too hard for somebody that wasn't interested. You know,
Yes.
or for like a babysitting thing. You know, yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, that was the first, you know, real art instruction that I had.
It kind of reminds me of the time when I learned at Cleveland, Grover Cleveland. I actually took classes like that too. You know, learn how to draw perspective, 3D. And I recall that. So I was about your age too. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so then, you know, all through high school, you know, I made banners and posters and, you know, for different events at the high school I went to. And then I went to Delta College and learned a little more about art. I did some printmaking, like linoleum cuts and wood cuts. And then after that, I worked for my dad for a while in construction, and that helped me really in the art thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I did some architectural drawings and stuff like that,
Awesome.
plans for, you know, additions on homes and stuff. And then I really didn't like the you know, it was very, very hard work, you know, to we would jack up houses and put foundations underneath, and it was,
Wow.
you know, heavy work. And so so then I was always artistic, and so then I ended up getting a job at a sign company. You know, I would buy my supplies from this, it was called Scott Brothers, and I would buy my supplies there, and then one day they said, Carlos, are you busy? And I said, why? And they said, well, we need a hand over here. And so I came in the next day, and I worked there for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
And really, I learned a whole bunch of no application, no nothing. You know, I just walked in, I started working, and I stayed there for 7 years until I went to the billboard company. This is when the billboards were still painted by hand.
Oh, my goodness,
You know,
yes.
yeah. So
Dangerous job,
you know,
way
like
up there.
like you see as you come into San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
you know, from Oakland on the Bay Bridge. There's some billboards that I worked on that are really big right there, and they were painted by hand. They still are painted by hand. Some of them.
Unbelievable. To be
Yeah,
up there in
yeah.
those heights, Carlos, and then I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
you were tied up. Were you tied up?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you gotta tie off. With
Yeah,
the
because you
harness
never
and
know
all
when
that.
that wind's gonna come through. Yeah.
Oh
The
man, you're
strong
not kidding.
winds.
And some of those billboards, when the wind is about 20 miles an hour, the whole billboard sways.
Just sways. Oh, with you on it.
Yeah, it sways. Yeah, it's funny, but you kind of get used to it after a while. Anyway, so then I worked as a billboard artist for 10 years.
Wow.
And I would paint like big hamburgers for McDonald's, and I would paint the latest model Cadillac, but it would be painted on the billboard. It would be like 30 feet long, anyway. And so and all kinds of I painted Whoopi Goldberg and, other stars like Johnny Depp and all these fancy stars and stuff.
That is so cool.
And,
Portrait to people,
I
then.
loved my job. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then the computers came in, and then my job kind of ended, because the computers just printed this
Just took over.
billboard,
Yeah.
on fabric, on plastic,
Yes.
on canvas, fabric, plastic, and then they would wrap that billboard up with the image, on there. Anyway, so then I figured, I'll go on my own. And then so I got a contractor's license to do non-electrical signs, and state contractor's license. And then I got bonded and, had to get insurance and all that stuff. And then so then I started working for big companies. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Nugget Markets in Sacramento, but I do a lot of work for them. They're big murals, and and then like those tanks on I-5 in Stockton that say "Welcome to Stockton" with all the sports logos.
Yes.
That I painted those.
Cool.
Those are all painted by hand. Yeah. Of course, a lot of those teams have left.
Yeah.
But the city doesn't have money to paint over it. They just left them there. Anyway, so that's something that you might have seen of mine. It's not very spectacular because they're just big logos, They're about 18 feet by 18 feet, and from the freeway, it doesn't look like that. They look smaller,
Yes.
But, yeah. And then, let's see. And then, way a long time ago, I painted the 49ers on one of the tanks.
Oh, that is so
the
cool.
49er logo, yeah. Yeah. And then, and then at Chicano Park in San Diego, I painted a big mural that was 35 foot tall by 40 foot wide. The top of it was 40 foot wide. My mural professor from Sac State, during the early Chicano movement in the early 70s, went down there and gratis, without pay or a budget, painted this woman called La Libertad. And so she was basically black and white, and he was never able to finish it.
Oh,
so,
my goodness.
So then they appropriated money, the government appropriated money to retrofit the Coronado Bridge, to make it earthquake-proof. And then they also appropriated money to redo the it's got 25 big Chicano murals underneath. It's called Chicano Park.
Chicano Park.
Anyway,
And this is in San Diego, Carlos?
This is in San Diego, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you know the Coronado Bridge, but anyway. So my mural professor from college, he called me up. We stayed in contact with each other. His name is Esteban Zia from Sacramento. He was a professor at Sac State. Anyway, so he was commissioned to go down and repaint that mural, but he was like 86, 87 at the time. And so really he sent me up there on the man lift, and actually I painted most of it, but under his guidance,
Yes.
But he gave me a lot of free reign. Yeah, he gave me a lot of free reign.
Awesome.
And
does he still
now,
live today, Carlos?
Pardon me?
Does Esteban still live today?
It's
Esteban Diaz.
You
Does
mean
he
the mural down there in San Diego?
is Esteban Diaz alive today?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Does the professor still live today?
Yeah, he lives today. Yeah, he's almost 90.
Yes, I would
Or
love.
he might be 90.
I would
He
love
might
to
be
interview
90
him.
now.
I would love to
Uh-huh.
interview him.
Well,
if
his
you
name
can-
is Esteban Villa, and he's
Villa
he's
with
painting
the V.
with a V. Yeah,
Villa,
Villa
okay.
como Pancho Villa.
Got it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and so Esteban Villa. And anyway, right now he's painting some big murals for the Golden One Center in Sacramento, that big arena that they just built.
Yes.
You know, in Sacramento for the
Yes.
Kings basketball.
Right.
And so he's doing a project right now for that. You know.
Are you part of that
And,
project, Carlos?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was too busy. I had, so many other jobs that I couldn't get away to do it. But anyway, he's a wonderful artist, wonderful man, and everything. So anyway, ask me another question.
Oh, I love the fact that you were giving us a little bit of your background because, boy, you have some experience there. And not only that, but you have come in contact with some pretty powerful people in the art world out there.
Uh-huh.
And so that's good to know.
One of my friends, one of the guys I went to Delta College with, his name is Carlos Perez.
Carlos
Perez.
Yes.
Yeah, and he now lives in San Jose, and he's a regular full-time artist. And he was one of the people when Apple, Steve Jobs started Apple.
Right.
He was one of the guys that designed the Apple.
Well, who do you think referred me to you, Carlos? It was Carlos Perez. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, he was talking about you. He says, Betty, go ahead and call him up.
That's
interview
right,
him. And I said, you know what, Carlos, thank you so much. I will follow through with that. And so that's why I was calling. Yeah, he's the one.
Oh, my God.
I
That's
did an
right.
interview with
That's
Carlos
right. He
Perez,
told me,
and he was so awesome.
I talked to him the other day. Yeah, I talked to him the other day, and he said you were going to call me. Yeah, son of a gun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a cool
Isn't that
dude.
something?
He's a cool cat. I like him.
Oh, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. A lot of guys some artists they're very standoffish. They're very secretive about their techniques and all that
yeah,
stuff.
I've seen that. I've met a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I are. I guess we're cut from the same branch or whatever,
So, from the
because
same cloth.
we freely talk to each other, and we don't have any secrets.
No secretos.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that's cool. That's cool because you are open to you're open and you don't have a problem in sharing. You don't have a problem sharing, your history or whatever it is that you're doing that has to do with art. And you know what? That's beautiful because that I think will lift somebody else that is following you, that looks at you as a mentor and you have no idea, because there's people out there. And so if we could give a little bit, a little bit of ourselves, they appreciate that,
Yeah. What is your name? I'm sorry.
Betty Ramirez. I'm the one that used to do the
Betty
KOP,
Ramirez.
Chicano Community
okay.
Program, radio.
Oh, okay.
Back with
I've
Mario
heard about
Hernandez,
you. Yeah.
Ponce Reese.
I've heard about you. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
muchas gracias.
And so
I went by a nickname back then, but now I'm Betty Ramirez, but, yeah.
So this is going over the air on KUOP?
Yes, it is. And what I did is when I was approached, I said, hey, can I continue? I continue the radio program? Because KUOP doesn't exist anymore. They sold a radio station at the University of Pacific. And so this is a new community radio, Carlos, that that embraced me. And I asked them, can I continue where we left off with Sabor Latino, because it was Chicano Community Program, and then whoever came in after changed the name to Sabor Latino. And I thought, you know what? Let's continue with the Sabor Latino because people were following it. And
that's a wonderful
so that's
thing.
what I'm doing right here.
Yeah.
And so I'll play the format that I used back then today.
But in La Radio, it's at 103.1, right?
KOP doesn't exist anymore. So where Sabor Latino now exists is KXVS 92.1 FM.
KSTN.
KXVS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
V as in Victor, S as in
see.
Sam.
Okay.
And you know what? It's awesome because Stockton has been needing a community radio for quite a while. And now we've got it. We are about a year and a half new and growing. And so,
cool.
you know, we're here for the community. We're here for everyone.
So
we're here for
Becky,
the nonprofits. Yeah.
Becky, you were the one that gathered the guys, the congueros, to play at Oak Grove Park.
Yes, and that's our program. We're going to have a
yo
fourth
toco,
annual
yo toco
this
las
year.
congas. I
Oh
play
my
congas
goodness,
and
you're
bongos,
kidding
and
me.
I
You were
play
there?
all over the place. Yeah.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there. I had an event that I had another gig that
so
day.
how'd you hear about
I couldn't do it.
How'd you hear about it, Carlos?
Oh, some of my friends,
Congalleros came out and played?
yeah, congueros, yeah.
Congueros.
Se
You know what?
llama,
They were awesome. Oh my goodness.
Manuelito, we call him Manuelito. But he's Puerto Rican, and he's a master drummer, and so he got a hold of me and he said, "Come and do it." I actually went and practiced and rehearsed, but this other paying gig came up and I had to go do it.
Oh, shoot. Well, you have an opportunity for this year, Carlos, and I need you and I want you because
I
this
hope
is
so.
an event that I want to keep
I hope
alive
so.
because it teaches our cultura and continues our cultura in a big way. And that's something that is definitely needed in this area. So if you can, what I'll do is I'll send you all the information when the time comes so that way you have it. And you reserve that date for me because this event's going to continue. And yes, I want them all there. What they did last year was awesome, and I want to see it again this year.
Yeah, I heard it was very successful. And
we
the
had
guys
a lot
really
of
enjoyed playing.
local bands too, and that was something beautiful to see. And now I'm getting together other local bands because I want all the locals, everyone that had something to do back in the 70s and 80s. They're still together, and Latin Soul is one. Of course, Latin Magic is another one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to be in Latin Magic for a long time.
Oh, that is so
cool.
I
was a conguero in Latin Magic, for a long time. But they, my
so
my
you have
kids
some
were
history
little.
here in Stockton, también.
Yeah, but my kids were little at that time, and then I wanted to spend more time with my family, and they were just playing too much, and I just love them. I love those guys.
Who doesn't? When you get together with a lot of congas, the sound that they put out is amazing, Carlos. Amazing.
They're amazing.
It just lifts
They're
you.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have some guys in there that have gone to Europe and played all in different parts of the world.
Around the world. That's awesome.
They got some really good guys in there.
Then Carlos, I'm gonna ask you to do something for me. Get a hold of some of the guys that played last year because I want to interview some of the guys that played the congas. And so if I can do that for the radio, then that kind of prepares for the event that's going to come up in September, which is the fourth annual Chicano Community Program. And it's like I said, it's growing, it's getting bigger, and it's a beautiful event for the family to go out and enjoy. It's all about the family. It's all about cultura. It's all about continuing the culture and teaching it to anybody that wants to, get in touch with their roots all over again. Because you do hear that some of our youth is forgetting the history, forgetting a little bit of the language. And I'm saying, you know what? Let's invite them all so that way they can have a little taste and continue to grow and find out exactly where their parents, where their roots were, qué parte en Mexico, whether it's Michoacan, whether Jalisco, whether Guadalajara. I mean, you just never know.
Sure.
And so that's what the event's going to be about. And if you can be part of it, oh my goodness, Carlos, I would love to see some of your work out there too. Some of your artwork, because I'm going to have artists out there too. And if I can have some artists paint live.
A las 5 tengo una cita.
Okay,
I
pues,
have a meeting coming up at 5 o'clock, and I can't hold on. Call me again, and we'll do this again.
Oh, definitely,
I have a whole bunch of stories about different things.
Any shout-outs that you want to give out there?
Okay, thank you.
Any shout-outs you want to shout out and say hello? Thank you to anybody out there. But definitely, I will get a hold of you, and we will continue our conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you take care, and God bless, and I'll be in touch. All right, so you heard it right here at KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton. And, of course, that was Carlos Lopez. And, what he has done is something pretty awesome. So I'm going to ask you to go on out there and check it out. But he actually worked, he finished a 3-month do-over of the Mural of Our Lady de Guadalupe at St. Gertrude's Catholic Church here in Stockton. And so if you'd like to go check it out, very easy to find off Main Street in Stockton. I'm pretty sure he would appreciate that. I'm going to have him back, of course, because this guy's got some history on him. And not only that, but oh my goodness, que talento. He's got so much talent and also connections. So hopefully I will have him be part of our event, the Chicano Community Program, Radio Reunion, KXVS as well. So, and of course, that's going to be in September. So look forward to that. Put it on your calendar because we are going to have the congaeros again. They're going to come out and play the congas. And I'm hoping that little guys come out and play, and I'm talking kids. You're more than welcome to be part of that event because we started it like that last year. And so we want more youth to be part of that that music that was so successful last year. And, what an awesome way to spend the day, right? Learning how to play the congas alongside some very famous people. So, hey, I look forward to that. And, of course, again, that's going to be the Chicano Community Program 4th Radio Reunion with KXVS 92.1 FM, your community radio station. And it's going to have all sorts of things that has to do with tradition, our Mexican tradition. Everything from food to games for children to music, local bands. I'm hoping that Blanca will play this year for us. And, of course, it's at the Oak Grove Regional Park every year. And Blanca is from Latin Soul. And I'm calling all the, Latin bands that were part of us last year to come back and do the same thing again. We even have Mariachi Tesoro, they were awesome. Oh my goodness. So Latin Magic too, they came out. They were awesome as well. I mean, we had a lot of Latin musicians out there. And they did their thing. And, of course, Ed Ramirez. Matter of fact, I just got a hold of him, and we're going to do an interview with him. I would say around, I think it's the 5th of, let me see, I'm looking him up. Nope, he's on the 1st of February, and that is a Thursday. We are going to have an interview with Ed Ramirez. And, of course, he's part of that band that is a blues band, and it's just he's so awesome. So look forward to that. That is going to be on Thursday, February the 1st at 4:15 with Ed Ramirez, and I'm just looking forward to that. That's going to be so cool. So anyways, thank you for listening. This was an awesome interview with Carlos Lopez. Thank you, Carlos Lopez, and we'll continue our interview another day. I know that sometimes it is very difficult to get individuals to come in because, of course, when it is short notice, it's sometimes difficult. But if I could get him in here to show some of his artwork, cara, man, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yep. All right. You've been listening to KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton. And you are tuned to Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez.
If you're proud to be Latino right now, stand up. Incredible cuts. SBK. Hola, we coming up.
Nina Sky, Nori,
Gemstar.
Big Nato.
Come on. What you say?
Boricua, morena, dominicano, colombiano. Boricua, morena, cubano, mexicano.
You see, that's just what they want. They want reggaeton. What? They want reggaeton.
Esto es lo que quieren, toma reggaetón,
Get.
toma reggaetón.
You see, I never kick my story. I always kick it. When I bone shorty, I slap culo and it's again.
Soy el tema estrella cuando canto lo que dicen. Una nalgada en el culo, ella grita.
You see, a body got a ref for his own. That be for Aldo. San Juan, Bayamon.
Sol el campo, Santiago, tabaco y ron. Allá en Puerto Rico con Bacardi y limón.
And this is all that. You can tell Spanky on it. The remix to the remix with Yankee on it.
Esto es un mofongo, un chimi con nori on it. Un reggaetón con Gemstar and Big Nato on it.
que siento que sin ti no puedo vivir. Mami, hey, hey, hey. Oye mi canto, mira todo el mundo, mira yo le canto. Mira el saludo que a mi hermano le mando. Hey, 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 hey.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
KXBS 92.1 coming soon. KXBS.
Toda mi vida viví en el campo de Cuba. Ahí crecí, le cuento a mis hijos cómo era la vida que yo llevaba de niño y no me lo creen. Porque en vez de bañarme en la piscina como ellos hacen de la casa, yo me bañaba en el río. En vez de tomar esa leche pasteurizada y homogeneizada, yo tomaba la leche, mira, de la ubre de la vaca directamente. Y en vez de montar bicicleta y motocicleta y todos los patines esos electrónicos, yo montaba a caballo, vaya. A caballo. Para que te enteres. ¿Tú sabes por qué? ¿Tú sabes por qué? Porque yo soy guajiro. Vaya. A ver. Yo soy de un pueblo pequeño al sur del Cañaveral. Aquel que quiera le enseño mi corazón de coral. Entre la iglesia y el cura, entre el sinsonte y el gallo, entre pinar y herradura, míralo, yo siempre andaba a caballo. Soy guajiro, yeah, yeah. Soy guajiro, para que cante mi coro. Soy guajiro, yeah, yeah. Dímelo, soy guajiro, soy guajiro. La guardarraya me saca todos los días a pasear. Tomando leche de vaca acabada de ordeñar. ¡Oh, sí! Entre el parque y la glorieta, entre el palmar y el bohío, entre el buey y la carreta, chuculum, yo me bañaba en el río. Soy guajiro, ¿cómo es ese coro? Soy guajiro, para que cante la calle 8. Soy guajiro, yeah, yeah. Cántala otra vez. Soy guajiro, oye, cómo ve, cómo ve, cómo ve. Soy guajiro, mi cuerpo huele a tabaco y mi alma sabe a café. Y mi bolsillo es tan flaco que de perfil no se ve. Entre el zum zum y el jilguero, el muerto y la funeraria, estando el 2 de febrero, oh, el día de la Candelaria, soy guajiro. ¿Cómo? Dímelo. Soy guajiro. Para que cante mi coro. Soy guajiro. Hey, hey. Dímelo otra vez. Soy guajiro. ¿Cómo fue? ¿Cómo fue? Soy guajiro. A ver. Alabacias, en la campiña me inspiro. Oh, oh, ponte collar, Clodomiro. Yo toco tres, yo toco maraca y güiro. ¿Cómo? ¡Alabao! Gracias, mi gente.
ya no vuelve a meter la mano más en la cazuela Pepito, porque tiene miedo a quemarse con la mantequita caliente.
Mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente.
Ahora sí es un buen muchachito, va todos los días al colegio, porque tiene miedo quemarse con la mantequita caliente.
Mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente.
Y a la mamá no lo regaña, ya papito no es majadero, porque tiene miedo a quemarse con la mantequita caliente.
Mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente. Mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente, mantequita caliente.
course. And of course, that was Tito Puente doing Rancancan. The one before that was Tito Rodriguez doing Mantequilla. Days of Summer was Yanni. And then I had Tomas Machado doing Luna. Willie Chirino doing Soy Guajiro. That's an awesome song. Made me get up and dance. Remember, you're listening to KXVS 92.1 FM, your community radio station, right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. Boop, boop. And you are listening to Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you in a big way. Remember that you can become a member and support your community radio by looking us up on thevoiceofstockton.org. There you're going to find all the forms and everything you need to become a member. It's only $25. That's nothing. That's nothing. Support your community radio station if you like the music, if you like the programs that we offer. And not only that, but you know what? This opens the door to all the nonprofit organizations out there. So any good family resources you have out there, please bring them over here. You have some airtime. You have time to be able to come in and share the news, the good news with the community here in Stockton and afar, whoever is listening to us. So definitely that's something you can do. You can look us up on thevoiceofstockton.org or give us a call right here at the office, 209-467-4455. And not only that, but know that I'm always looking for DJs to play on Saturdays. So can you imagine? You could have your own show right here off the Miracle Mile. And for the first time, be able to be heard on the radio station to do your show and do your mixes. I think that's pretty awesome. So give me a call. Let me know. Leave your name and number, and I will get back to you. Give me a call right here, 209-467-4455. Or you could even send me information, a letter, or whatever you want. If you want to send dedications, I will read the dedications on air right here for your loved one. If it's an anniversary, if it's a congratulations, if it's whatever it may be, send it right here at KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, and that is 231 Bedford Road, Stockton, California, 95204. Did you get it? Again, 231 Bedford Road, Stockton, California, 95204. Yeah, send it in so that way I can read it and put it out there for you on your community radio station. And remember that we have Noticias y Algo Más Mondays and Wednesdays. And you know what? Ismael, our profe and our reporter, our awesome reporter, Profe Cortez, called me and said, hey, I've got you some good exclusive news for tomorrow, so tune in. And I'm just like, okay, this is cool. This is so cool. So anybody that's learning Spanish out there, you got to tune in Mondays and Wednesdays, 4 to 6, for Noticias y Algo Más by the Profe Cortez and Betty Ramirez. So, yeah, tomorrow we will be having his noticias announced right here. And matter of fact, you know what? He just told me, Julia Klung, who is somebody that we had interviewed, a very special person in Mexico, very well known. We already hit 3K and it's getting ready to hit 4K. Isn't that cool? And so, you know what? You have some good news that you want to share with the community en español, you know, then give us a call right here. Look us up, you know, and get a hold of us so that way we can get that information on air at your community radio station right here. Yes, KXVS 92.1 FM on Sabor Latino with Noticias y Algo Más con Profe Cortez. Yep. And then on Saturdays, I have La Voz for DJs that want to come in and have their own little airtime. You know, doing the mix right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. All right, let's get back to some more music right after. Let's see, not only that, but I think I'm going to have some IDs, but that's later. Oh, got oldies but goodies lined up for you. I have the Radiants, I have the Moments, I have the Originals, I have the Whispers. So let's go with some oldies but goodies right here on KXVS 92.1 FM. The Delphonics, La La Means I Love You.
Guys have come to you with a line that wasn't true, and you passed them by. Though you're in the center ring, and their lines don't mean a thing. Why don't you let me try.
Let me try.
Now I don't wear a diamond ring. I don't even know a song to sing. All I know is la 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 la. I love you. Oh, baby, please now. La 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 la. I love you. If I ever saw a girl that I needed in this world, you are the one for me.
One for me.
Let me hold you in my arms, girl, and thrill you with my charms. I'm sure you will see.
You will see.
The things I am saying are true, and the way I explain them to you. Listen to me, la 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 la. I love you, oh baby, la 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 la
what good would it do? I'd only be wasting my time. Oh, run on, little girl, run on your merry way. But don't forget everyone has his day. Ain't no big thing. Run on, little girl. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Run on, little girl. Ain't no big thing. I don't want you no more, baby. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. I found love on a two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway. Love on a two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway. True love will never die. So I've been told, but now I must cry. It is finally goodbye. I with music softly playing, her lips were gently saying, I love you. She held me in desperation. I thought it was a revelation. And then she walked out. How could I be so blind to give up love the very first time? To be fooled is a hurting pain. To be loved and fooled is a crying shame. While I bear the blame, as she laughs my name, with music softly playing, her lips were gently saying, honey, I love you. She held me in desperation. I thought it was a revelation. And then she walked out. I found love on a two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway. Love on a two-way street and lost it on a lonely highway. Bye bye, baby. Bye bye. Lost it on a lonely
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
KXBS on 92.1 coming soon. KXBS, KXBS,
KXVS. And remember that you can become a member by joining KXVS by looking us up on the Voice of Stockton. And right there on our website, you will find everything you need to become a member. It's only $25. And, you know, I can't stress that enough. We are nonprofit. Yes, we are a 501c3. And so, you know, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be on air. So definitely we need your support, continuous support. We're asking for all the businesses out there to be part of this beautiful community radio station right here off the Miracle Mile. Let's work together. Let's grow together. I truly believe in this radio station. And, you know, it's been a while since we've had a community radio. Well, now that we have our voice back, you know what? Let's use it loudly. And so definitely I urge everybody to become a member. Tell a friend. Let them know that KXVS 92.1 does exist over here off the Miracle Mile. And we need their support. Okay? Or if you'd like to go on thevoiceofstockton.org, click on the GoFundMe button or even the PayPal, you can make a contribution that way. And at the end of the year, of course, it would be a great write-off for your business, for your event, for whatever it is that, you know, you want to get involved with the radio station. And so, yeah, great write-off at the end of the year. So keep that in mind. I am looking for DJs. I am looking for individuals that would like to come in and, you know, donate a little bit of your time right here off the Miracle Mile at the radio station. There's a lot of people that would like to give a little bit of their time. So, you know what? If you could do that, we would appreciate that. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to KXVS 92.1 FM. This is Betty Ramirez with Sabor Latino. Do appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here off the Miracle Mile. Okay. All right.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her. Is truly a dream come true. Just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Ooh, soon we'll be married and raise a family. Oh yeah. This couldn't be a dream, for too real it all seems. But it was just my imagination once again running away with me. I tell you it was just my imagination running away with me. Every night on my knees I pray, dear Lord, hear my plea. Don't ever let another take her love from me, or I will surely die. Heavenly, when her arms enfold me, I hear me. Oh, tell you it was just my imagination running away with me. I'll never, but I can't forget it. Just my imagination. Yeah. Running away with me. Just my imagination. I'll never hear the bells if you leave me. I'll never hear the bells. I'll never hear the bells if you leave me. I'll never hear the bells. Do you hear what I hear when your lips are kissing mine? Do you hear the bells, honey? Do you hear them ringing when I'm kissing you, baby? What do I have to do to make you feel the tingling too? Can't you hear the bells, honey? Say it's just as good to you as it is to me. I hear the bells. I hear the bells. Oh, ringing in my ear. Oh, say, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you? Oh, baby.
True love and joy and faith and all my strength I'll give to you, darling. My love is yours exclusively to enjoy any way you want to.
But it's one thing I want you to remember. If you ever leave me, I believe I'll go insane. Darling, I'll never hear the bells again. No, 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 no. Oh, baby.
KXBS 92.1 coming soon. KXBS.
You're listening to the Voice of Stockton on KXVS.
Check. Check, test, check. Check, test, check. Check, test. Hello, check, test.